Hi friends, I welcome you all for the second session of CAMS. In this session, let's discuss about the construction of displacement diagram. In the earlier session, we just gone through the introduction of the CAM. In this session, let us discuss how to construct the four important displacement diagram. The follower will move in the form of uniform velocity, uniform acceleration and uniform retardation. And next one is it goes to move in the form of SHM, simple harmonic motion, and another one is the cycloidal motion. So this is the four important type of motion the follower can have. So let us discuss on how to construct the displacement diagram for these four different types of motion of follower. As we know, in the problem, the outward stroke, dwelling angle or outward angle and return angle are given for the displacement of the follower. In this practice session, let us assume that the maximum displacement of the follower is 50 mm. Okay, and the theta naught outward stroke, let us assume that as 60 degree. Next, for remaining 30 degree it dwells, and for the remaining next 60 degree of rotation of the cam, the follower will move from its top highest position to the lowest position. Okay, in the next remaining angle it will dwells. Friends, we already discussed what you mean by dwelling. Okay, it is the position at which the cam is at rest. Okay, once again I will repeat. Let us assume that the first 60 degree rotation of the cam, the follower will have outward stroke. For the next 30 degree of rotation, it will dwells at its highest position. For the next 90 degree rotation of the cam, it returns to its lowest position. And for the remaining angle, that is, if one cyclic rotation is taken as 360 degree, 60 plus 30 plus 90, that is 180 degree. So 360 minus 180 is almost 150 degree. Remaining 150 degree, it dwelling at its lowest position. So let us start to discuss the first one. If the follower moves at uniform velocity, let us assume that the follower is moving at uniform velocity. How to construct the displacement diagram? Okay. First, I should take the length of 50 mm. That is S. Okay, this length should be 50 mm. Okay. Next, the y-axis represent the displacement and x-axis represent the theta. Therefore, let us assume that 1 centimeter is equals to what? 1 centimeter is equals to 20 degree. Therefore, for 360 degree, I should draw a line of length 360 divided by 20, that is 18 centimeter. Okay. Sorry. 18 centimeter, therefore 180, therefore it is 180 meter. Again this is of 50 and you should close it like this. First, mark the 60 degree, that is the length. What's the length I have to take? From here, it should be 60 degree means 60 divided by 20, 30 degree, 3 centimeter, that is 30 mm. This is related to the what? Outward stroke. Okay. Again from here, next 30 degree it dwells. 30 degree means 30 divided by 20, 1.5, therefore 15 centimeter. For the remaining 90 degree, it follows the return stroke. Therefore, from here, 90 degree I have to go for 90 degree. 90 degree means 90 degree divided by 20. 90 degree divided by 20 means 45 mm. And the rest remaining 150, it is at dwelling. So this is related to 60 degree, outward stroke, dwelling, return stroke, and remaining corresponds to total. Okay. So next, how to proceed? How to proceed is, first you consider the outward stroke. Okay. Okay. I want to divide this theta naught, that is 60 degree, into 6 equal parts. Okay. Take the line from here, draw for any angle and go for arc by center method. From here, it should be of 6. I will need to divide this for 6 equal lengths. Okay. Or this is the analytical method, or if you know any other method of dividing this 30 mm into 6 equal parts, it's also okay. So 30 mm is there, 30 mm divided by 6 is 5 mm. So for every 5 mm you divide this line. So from here I want to take for 5 mm. I have to click on this, and this should be a light line and offset distance of 5 mm. 1. Yes. All this should be a light line. So I divided this into 6 equal parts, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. Similarly, no need of dividing the dwelling. So return stroke and outward stroke should be divided into 6 equal parts. So 45 mm should be divided into 6 equal parts. So 45 divided by 6, 7.5 mm. So take a line, thin line, take from 7.5 and this should be offset. for the distance of 7.5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. This is how I need to divide this entire thing into 6 equal parts. Outward stroke and return stroke should be divided into 6 equal parts. Now let us start labeling. Initial position is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Again here it should be started from 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 and 0. Okay. This is how you have to number it. Okay. Since it is traveling at uniform velocity from the dark line, from here to, you have to join this diagonal. Got it? Everyone? Here to here, it should be the uniform motion. Okay. Got it, friends? So it is telling that for first 60 degree of rotation it is forward stroke and it is at an iso position. For next 30 degree it is dwelling, so it will be at the same position rest. For next 90 degree of rotation it return to its lowest position. Okay. So again that should be uniform velocity, so we have taken that as uniform velocity. It should be a straight line or diagonal joining the straight line with straight line. This is how we need to construct a displacement diagram for uniform velocity. Got it? Where 50 mm represents the maximum displacement of the follower, 30, that is the angle, is represented in terms of centimeter by taking the scale. Let us by assuming that 1 centimeter equals to 20 degree, so for 60 degree it is 3 centimeter, that is 30 mm. Remaining 30 degree dwells, so 30 degree is 1.5 centimeter, so 15 mm. Remaining 90 degree is 4.5 centimeter, so it's equals to 45 mm, and remaining 150, it will be at its lowest position. This is how you need to practice the displacement diagram for the as uniform velocity of the follower. Okay friends, thank you.